Donald John Trump was born in Queens, New York, on June 14, 1946. It was a time when the city was bustling with post-war energy and growth, setting the stage for a life that would be anything but ordinary. My parents were Fred Trump and Mary Ann McLeod Trump. They were both strong individuals who had a significant impact on my upbringing and values.
Fred was a successful real estate developer, specializing in building and operating middle-class housing in Brooklyn and Queens. His work ethic and business acumen were well known, and he was a prominent figure in the local real estate scene.
I grew up in a wealthy household, the fourth of 5 children. Our home was filled with the hustle and bustle of a large family, and there was never a dull moment.
He was known for his energy and assertive personality, even as a young boy. Donald was always eager to take on challenges and prove himself, traits that would define his future endeavors. Some say these early years foreshadowed his later life. His determination and drive were evident from a young age, hinting at the ambitious path he would eventually take.
I was a natural leader, always seeking attention and striving to be at the center of things. Whether it was in school or at home, I wanted to make my mark and be recognized.
His father's success in real estate undoubtedly influenced Donald's future career path. The conversations at the dinner table often revolved around business, deals, and the intricacies of the real estate market. The world of business and deal-making was a constant presence in young Donald's life. He absorbed the lessons of negotiation and strategy, skills that would become crucial in his later ventures.
However, my childhood wasn't all privilege and ease. There were expectations and pressures that came with being part of the Trump family. My father was known to be a strict disciplinarian. He believed in hard work and discipline, and he made sure we understood the value of both. He expected his children to be driven and successful. There was no room for complacency, and we were encouraged to strive for excellence in everything we did.
This upbringing instilled in Donald a strong work ethic and a relentless ambition to prove himself. These qualities would become the cornerstone of his business philosophy. These traits would serve him well in the cutthroat world of New York real estate. The competitive environment required resilience and a keen sense of opportunity, both of which Donald possessed in abundance.
From a young age, I displayed an understanding of my father's business. I was curious and eager to learn, always asking questions and seeking to understand the complexities of real estate. I was often found on construction sites, observing and learning the ropes of the family trade. These experiences were invaluable, providing me with a hands-on education that no classroom could offer.
This early exposure to the world of real estate laid the foundation for his future empire. The knowledge and skills he gained during these formative years would be instrumental in his later success. It also instilled in him a deep respect for the art of the deal. Negotiation and strategy became second nature to him, setting the stage for a career marked by high-stakes deals and bold ventures. At the age of 13, Donald was sent to the New York Military Academy. This decision was made to instill discipline and structure in his life, and it was here that he honed his leadership skills further. The academy provided a rigorous environment that emphasized leadership, responsibility, and academic excellence. Donald thrived in this setting, becoming a star athlete and a student leader. After graduating from the military academy, Donald attended the Wharton School of Finance at the University of Pennsylvania. This prestigious institution further shaped his business acumen and prepared him for the challenges of the real estate world. His college years were marked by a focus on real estate studies and an eagerness to apply his knowledge in the real world. He was determined to follow in his father's footsteps and make a name for himself in the industry. Upon graduating, Donald joined his father's company, bringing fresh ideas and a bold vision. He quickly made a name for himself with his ambitious projects and innovative approach to real estate development. His early successes laid the groundwork for what would become a vast and influential empire. Donald Trump's journey from a young boy in Queens to a prominent businessman was just beginning, and the world would soon take notice.
My education was marked by both privilege and challenges. Growing up in a well-off family, I had access to some of the best educational institutions, but that didn't mean my journey was without its hurdles. I attended the Q Forest School, a private academy in Queens. It was a place where I first encountered a structured and disciplined environment, which was quite different from the freedom I had at home.
However, his behavior led to his being sent to the New York Military Academy at the age of 13. This decision was made by his parents in hopes of instilling a sense of discipline and responsibility in him.
At the military academy, I excelled in certain areas like athletics and leadership. The rigorous environment pushed me to develop skills that would later become crucial in my business career.
After graduating from the New York Military Academy in 1964, Trump enrolled at Fordham University in the Bronx. This marked the beginning of his formal higher education journey.
I spent 2 years at Fordham before transferring to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. The decision to transfer was driven by my desire to receive the best business education available.
Wharton, known for its prestigious business program, provided Trump with a formal education in finance and real estate. The rigorous curriculum and competitive environment at Wharton helped shape his business acumen.
While at Wharton, I focused heavily on my studies. The coursework was challenging, but it was exactly what I needed to prepare for a future in the business world. I was determined to prove myself in the academic world. I knew that excelling here would be crucial for my future ambitions.
He graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in economics in 1968. This degree was a significant milestone, marking the end of his formal education and the beginning of his professional journey. While some have questioned the depth of his academic achievements, there's no denying that Trump's time at Wharton provided him with valuable connections. These connections would later prove to be instrumental in his business ventures and a deeper understanding of the business world. The interactions with professors and peers at Wharton enriched his knowledge and prepared him for the challenges ahead.
Armed with a degree from one of the nation's top business schools, I was ready to make my mark. I felt equipped with the knowledge and skills needed to succeed in the competitive world of real estate.
He returned to New York City to join his father's company, eager to apply his newly acquired knowledge. This was the beginning of a new chapter in his life, one that would see him rise to prominence in the business world and make a name for himself in the world of real estate. His ambition and drive were evident from the start, as he took on challenging projects and sought to expand the family business. This marked the beginning of his journey to becoming one of the most recognizable figures in American business. His education, both formal and experiential, played a crucial role in shaping the businessman he would become.
I joined my father's company, Elizabeth Trump & Son, in 1968. The company focused on affordable housing in Brooklyn and Queens, providing homes for many families.
Donald quickly began to put his own unique stamp on the business.
I saw an opportunity to move into the more lucrative Manhattan market. I was particularly interested in developing luxury hotels and residential buildings.
One of Trump's first major projects was the renovation of the Commodore Hotel, a rundown property near Grand Central Terminal.
I secured a tax abatement from the city and partnered with the Hyatt Hotel Corporation to transform it into the Grand Hyatt New York.
This project, completed in 1980, was a major success and established Trump as a major player in the Manhattan real estate market.
I followed up the Grand Hyatt with an even more ambitious project, Trump Tower.
This 58-story skyscraper, completed in 1983, was built on prime Fifth Avenue real estate. It featured luxury condominiums, retail space, and a 6-story atrium. Trump Tower became a symbol of his success and solidified his image as a master builder.
Throughout the 1980s, I continued to expand my business empire. I acquired hotels and casinos in Atlantic City, purchased the Eastern Shuttle airline, which I renamed Trump Shuttle, and developed properties across the United States, from coast to coast.
Trump's aggressive deal-making and self-promotion made him a household name in America.
While I had achieved significant success in the business world, my entry into politics surprised many. My journey began in the world of real estate, where I built a reputation for bold deals and ambitious projects. From skyscrapers to casinos, my name became synonymous with luxury and opulence. But it wasn't just about buildings. It was about creating an empire that would stand the test of time.
He had flirted with the idea of running for president in the past. However, it was his foray into reality television that truly catapulted him into the national spotlight. The show not only showcased his business skills, but also his ability to entertain and engage an audience. It was a perfect blend of business and showmanship, a combination that would later prove crucial in his political career.
The Apprentice, which premiered in 2004, showcased my business acumen and larger-than-life personality. Each episode was a masterclass in negotiation, strategy, and leadership. I wasn't just a businessman, I was a mentor, guiding aspiring entrepreneurs through the complexities of the corporate world.
On The Apprentice, Trump became known for his catchphrase, "You're fired." This phrase became a cultural phenomenon, symbolizing his no-nonsense approach to business. It was a reflection of his belief in accountability and performance, values that he would later bring to his political campaign.
The show's success further solidified my status as a pop culture icon. It wasn't just about ratings, it was about influence. I became a household name, someone people looked up to for advice and inspiration. This visibility was a powerful tool, one that I would leverage in my political journey.
It also introduced him to a wider audience, many of whom were drawn to his brash style and no-nonsense approach. This newfound fame laid the groundwork for his eventual entry into the political arena. His ability to connect with people, to speak their language, and to address their concerns made him a unique figure in American politics.
In June 2015, I announced my candidacy for President of the United States. It was a bold move, one that many dismissed as a publicity stunt, but I was serious. I believed that America needed a change, a new direction, and I was ready to lead that change.
His campaign was unconventional from the start. It was fueled by social media and filled with controversial statements about immigration, trade, and foreign policy. Despite facing criticism from both within and outside the Republican Party, Trump managed to tap into a vein of anger and frustration among voters. His use of social media was revolutionary, allowing him to bypass traditional media and speak directly to the people.
My campaign rallies were unlike anything seen before in American politics. They were energetic events, often filled with thousands of supporters. These rallies were more than just political events, they were a movement. People came from all over the country to hear my message, to be part of something bigger than themselves.
His message resonated with those who felt left behind by globalization and the political establishment. He promised to make America great again and bring back jobs from overseas. This message struck a chord with many Americans who felt that their voices had been ignored for too long. It was a promise of hope, of a better future, and it galvanized a significant portion of the electorate.
Against all odds, I won the Republican nomination. It was a victory that defied expectations and shocked the political establishment. But it was just the beginning. The real battle was yet to come.
He then went on to defeat Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton in the general election, albeit losing the popular vote. His victory shocked many political observers and ushered in one of the most unconventional presidencies in American history. It was a testament to the power of his message and the strength of his support base. His presidency would go on to challenge norms, disrupt the status quo, and leave an indelible mark on American politics.